welcome back to TokyoCheapo channel. I'm your host Amy, and today I have a special co-host, cha-cha!
Hi guys!
Alex! So where are we today, Alex?
We're at the Tokyo Imperial Palace.
And what's good about this spot?
Well, it has a lot of green spots and it's where the emperor lives.
Oh, very nice. And it's got the remains of the Edo castle and some beautiful gardens. So let's get going.
Surrounded by parks and gardens, Tokyo's Imperial Palace offers the perfect getaway from the busy city streets. During the Meiji Restoration in the 19th century, it became the imperial residence, and while many of the original buildings don't remain, the historical ruins and meticulously kept gardens make it a beautiful spot to explore. Just a 10-minute walk from Tokyo Station, the Imperial Palace grounds are made up of a few different sections, including the front gardens, the east gardens, the inner grounds, and Kitanomaru Park, where you can find the absolutely beautiful cherry blossom moat of Chidorigafuchi. So get your walking shoes on, we've got a lot of exploring to do. If you're coming from Tokyo Station, one of the first spots you might arrive at is the front gardens, or sometimes also called the Kokyo National Garden. This is a wide grassy area in front of the palace, great for relaxing and walks. You might also come across the famous statue of Kusunoki Masashige, a samurai who was celebrated for his loyalty to the emperor in the 14th century. From the front gardens, it's an easy walk over to the entrance to the Imperial Palace.
Here we are at the main gate. And why is this significant, Amy?
It's significant because this is where the emperor comes in and out of the Imperial Palace. However, if you are just a normal citizen like us, you cannot go inside the Imperial Palace.
But you can 2 days a year.
That's right, you can. On January the 2nd, when the emperor gives his New Year's speech. And what was the other day?
The emperor's birthday. I did remember, guys. I did remember. The emperor's birthday, which of course changes every time there's a new emperor.
Yes. So we can go inside on those days and potentially meet the imperial family, or just see them away from a distance and see around the Imperial Palace grounds.
Sounds fun.
Sounds so much fun.
While the inner grounds of the palace are off limits to us normal folk for most of the year, if you're interested in taking a closer look, there is a free guided tour that accesses some of the inner areas. It takes 1 hour, is offered in Japanese and English, and while it doesn't enter any of the Imperial Palace buildings, you do get up a bit closer and see some interesting spots. You can make advanced reservations online or on the same day at the tour starting point, Kikyomon Gate. But do be aware, we were there around 11 AM on a weekday and the tours were already full for that day. If you'd like to know more, visit our article on the Imperial Palace for all the details. Now that we've waved to the emperor from the gate, it's time to make our way over to the East Gardens. We mentioned walking shoes before, and we weren't kidding. Covering 1.3 square miles, the entire grounds can take a fair amount of time to walk through. In the East Gardens, you'll find beautiful green areas and a few remnants of the Edo castle. We said earlier that the site became the Imperial Palace from the 19th century, but before that it was the Edo Castle, the seat of power during the Edo period that lasted for 250 years. If you missed out on the reserved tour of the Imperial Palace, there are free tours of the East Gardens that don't need a reservation.
Oh, my legs are a bit tired, Amy.
Are they?
Yeah.
The East Gardens are pretty big, there's lots to see, and it's especially good in spring and autumn, right?
Yeah.
When you see the autumn foliage or the flowers.
We're standing in front of the castle tower remnants. So it used to be the biggest castle tower in Japan, but only for like maybe a couple of years. And then, you know, as with everything in Japan, it burnt down.
But it is pretty cool to still see the remains of these because the stonework doesn't have any cement in it. They meticulously put all the stones together in the right shapes. Pretty cool.
Let's go where we're going next.
Next, we're going to Kitanomaru Park, where you can hire a rowboat and row throughout the moat. Let's get going.
At the northern end of the Imperial Palace grounds is Kitanomaru Park. This spot is a bit more woodsy and has 3 interesting attractions that might be worth a visit on your travels. There's the National Museum of Modern Art, a fantastic spot for modern art lovers, Nippon Budokan, the venue for a number of large martial arts events, and the Science Museum, a great spot for a family outing. Our next destination, though, requires us to do a little bit more physical activity.
Where are we, Amy?
We are next to Kitanomaru Park in the Moat section, and you can do rowing. How exciting!
And how much does it cost?
It costs 500 yen for a weekday and 800 yen for a weekend for 30 minutes. But you can also do 1 hour of rowing as well. And it's particularly beautiful in cherry blossom season. It's very popular actually because this whole moat is lined with cherry blossoms. So we recommend it for then.
Or if you want to skip the crowds, you can always go in the off-season like us and potentially have the whole moat to yourself.
Thanks for watching! Smash that like button, hit subscribe. What else should they do?
And know all of the things that you're meant to do. You know.
Check out TokyoCheapo website.
That's it.
We'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye!
Yosh, roll with the speed of light! We got 4 minutes!
Dun, 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 dun.
And what's good about this spot?
Everything. It's got green, it's got trees, it's got autumn leaves. I made a rhyme.